I'm gonna show you my quick get ready makeup when you look like shit and you can't look like shit and you also don't feel like getting ready. Okay, so apply some moisturizer to your dry, flaky skin and some BB cream to just even out your skin tone on a cute yellow beauty blender. That's a $5 one off Amazon. Add some concealer to hide them freaking no sleep bags, okay? Add some powder to set it all in. Some bronzer on a really cool brush. Yes, I said brush. Apply it everywhere. Add some highlights so you look like you drink water and are glowy naturally. Apply some brow gel, the best brow gel ever, Collab Beauty. Okay, now apply some mascara. This shit is $4 and it's incredible. You see that difference? I'm like, bitch, yes. Like, what? Yes. Apply some pink gloss, set and spray, and you are done. And congrats, you don't look like shit anymore.
Hey TikTok. So I've not did like a full like talk through makeup look with you guys. So I decided that, I'm going to give it a shot and see where it goes. So yeah, let's hop right to it. Hair is back. I usually don't prime, but lately I've been liking the Poreless Buddy from e.l.f. I hated this when I first tried it, but it's not bad. I like to just put some on my finger and just kind of really work it and warm it up. And I just like to start right here and then I just work up to really fill in everything or whatever it's supposed to do. That sit for like a minute. I'm gonna go in with the Pretty Fresh tinted moisturizer from ColourPop, and I'll just squeeze it on my face. I hate when people do this, but it's really the only way I like that. Just do like a couple pumps on each side and just blend that out with a sponge. Concealer and contour has been applied, so I'm just blending it out. And the only thing I contour is my lips. So yeah. Now just set everything once it's blended out. Use an OG classic Coty Airspun. Now just bronze wherever you like. I like to just hit all the places that the sun would naturally hit my face. Forehead, cheeks. Then I just kind of shape the jawline like that with whatever's left over. I lied. I do contour my nose sometimes, but I do with powder. I don't do it with cream. So I just go down both sides and then blend. Just starting off with some boring browns on the eyes. I don't know what I'm going to do though. When in doubt, just do something bronzy or gold. Can't fit with that. So yesterday I tried to do the reverse cat eye look or whatever, the reverse eyelid, I don't know. It didn't work out. But one thing that I really did like that I realized is I do like a really smoky under eye and it kind of comes up in a wing, so we're going to do something like that. And don't forget blush. Throw on mascara and lashes. I'm going to be using Tiger Queen by Novella Lash. See the difference that a lash makes? Ugh, love it. Throw on a lip and a little bit of highlight. I'll only highlight the nose and we're done. So I might do a gloss. I don't know. We'll see.
Do with me tan edition, because as you can see I'm nice and tanned, so we're going to do it nice and glowy. As usual, using my Unicorn Bare Brows, this just keeps them up so well. I'm going to be using my Rust palette by Melt Cosmetics. So I'm starting by carving out my brows so they're nice and crisp and priming my lids so that the pigment sticks. I'm going in with this warm brown shade called Rust. And I'm just applying it on the inner half of my crease and then kind of like as a wing shape like this. If you have hooded eyes, just look like directly forward when you do this, because then you'll be able to see it still. Then on another small fluff brush, I'm going to take this shade called Rubbish. It's just a tiny bit lighter. I'm using really small light circular motions. I'm just going to use that above the brown shade just to blend it out. You can see the difference with the two. I'm just taking a clean big fluffy brush and buffing over all the edges just to make it nice and soft. I've then just deepened up the wing with this shade Mar, just at the edge. Then just gone in with the primer that I used and this tiny little brush and cut the first half of my crease so it's like this nice shape. For the lid shade, I'm using this pigment by Jordana T-shirt. These are awesome, by the way. Like the top bit is a cream eyeshadow and then the underneath is a pigment. So I'm just going to use this. I think it's in the shade Slate. I'm also just going to wet the brush. As you can see, that just makes it super metallic. Remove the tape. Onto the face, some hydration mist. Lottie London Coconut Primer. This primer is so glowy. Using my EX1 Invisiwear foundation, Cash Beauty Sculpt Stick, blendy blend that. Also going to use Cash Blush, a bit of concealer, Concealer Cat Hair, Jordana Tisha Powder, use some of this giant Kiko bronzer. I'm going to bounce some Pixie Glow Mist into my skin, some faux freckles. Just finishing off the skin with this Stacey Marie highlight, running a mix of Rubbish and Rust under the eyes. The lashes are Cash Beauty Elsie. I'm going to go in with this Colourpop liner in Bumble. Change my mind, I'm going in with Melt Cinder. Tiny bit of this Nabla gloss in Champagne Supernova, just in the middle. And that is it. So that is the finished look, and the tan I used was Maui Gold, by the way, to get this lovely smooth tan. But yeah, this is the finished look.
Today's makeup look that I'm going to try to recreate. It's a lot of eyeliner work, I'm nervous. Outline your brows. Of course, prime using the Anastasia primer. Use the primer to also clean up your brows. Look how much brighter my eyelids are. That's what makes those eyeshadows pop. Going in with Norvina Volume 3, my favorite. Taking D3 on a packer brush, packing this shade all over the lid. Taking A4 on a blending brush, and diffuse those harsh edges into the brow. So it looks more like this. Now the hard part, eyeliner. But we're gonna take it slow, so just line your lash line first. At the base and kind of swoop, thicken out the. Oh my god, that was so hard. A little point, so leave space. Take a little triangle, fill it in. Give me a second while I try to recreate this because we only have 2 hours. Okay, I think I did pretty good. Now the Nike strikes. First, mapping out 2 little lines. Swoop it out over your crease. Add another on top. It's definitely a challenge. I'm gonna finish my face. Oh my gosh, I'm totally obsessed.
Today we are celebrating 50 makeup looks that Ricky T Beauty has created, posted, and promoted in the year of 2021, and I'm so excited to do this look with you guys. I know that you already know the drill. I'm gonna go ahead and prep my brows and eyes and we'll be back. This is our inspiration photo today by an artist I follow here on TikTok, Malika Baroob, and yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and try to recreate it. I'm also gonna tag her in the comments right here so you can check out her work. I'm first going to take my P. Louise Bata Black base and kind of just do an outline of the shape that I want. I'm using a tiny blending brush and just getting it basically to this shape. This part does not have to be neat at all. Now I'm going to go ahead and take my Stacey Marie Carnival 3 palette. I'm going to take the shade Mango right here, and I'm going to put that on the inner 1/3 of my crease. This is what it looks like with that orange, and you have to remember, trust the process. Now I'm going to go ahead and take the shades Pink Lily, Lagoon, and Tropics, and I'm gonna go all the way around the black, do all the blending, and I'll see you back here when I'm done. Okay, now that we look absolutely insane, I'm gonna ask you to trust the process again. I also added some of this Tahiti shade right here in between the pink and the blue. Taking the shade Black Beach, I'm gonna go ahead and put the black all over my lid and then slowly blend it into the colors. Okay, now that black is blended in, we have something that looks remotely similar to the inspiration photo. In my book, glitter always makes things at least a little bit better, so I took the 2 Peaches and Cream pigments in the shade Pixie and Mermaids, and I go ahead and I put them right above that blend. Now I'm going to do my face makeup, lashes, lower lash line, and we'll see if this look finally gets pulled together. Okay y'all, I think we actually pulled it together in the end. Kind of did my own spin on the look, adding a bunch of green and some sparkle on the inner corner, but yeah, this is how the final look turned out. Whether you just started following me or you've been here since the beginning of all 50 looks, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!
Hey! So I feel like I haven't really made like a makeup tutorial in like kind of a while because my mom was visiting me this weekend and I was going to make a makeup video, but I was like, no, because that would take too long and then I'm like not really hanging out with her and I'm not gonna see her for like a while. So I'm gonna do one right now. I actually have like a job interview, I guess, kind of. I'm like, I just hope that something happens and I get a job. So let's get ready. I'm gonna mix, actually no, I'm gonna do my matte putty primer for a primer today because it's like the best shit ever, I feel like, and it just makes my face matte and I want that. So this place is like, it's like a little restaurant and bar, but I'm going to go see, I'm like applying for like a hostess, but I guess I'm gonna go try like today. They just had to come in, and I don't know if I'm like working or like what's happening, but we'll see. We'll see. It is so hot outside, so I definitely want to do matte. Oh, actually, I'm gonna start with my eyes first because I do want to do a little shadow. I'm just gonna prime the eyelids first with my Chanel eyeshadow primer. I'm just gonna do a makeup or an eyeshadow look that I feel like goes good with everything, because usually whenever I go out somewhere and I'm like actually have like a full face of makeup on, I'm like, I never know if I should start with like the eyes first or like the face first because I want it to match with my outfit. But this eyeshadow look, for me, it just is very easy, and I feel like it just goes with everything. Because sometimes I'll do my eyeshadow first and then I'll start doing like pinks and like reds, and I'm like, wait, I'm gonna wear green, you know, like, and I want it to be like matchy. So I'm gonna use this little palette. It's from BH Cosmetics. I got it from TJ Maxx for like $4, and I swear this is like one of my favorite palettes because it's such like a big mirror, and it's just like really nice neutral colors, I feel like, and it has a little bit of some reds, which I love reds. Yeah, I may have to make just like a whole other video. Shit, I talk so much. Alright, I'm just gonna make another video of like the actual tutorial. So, sorry.
So if you can hear the neighbours' children in the garden, it's the summer holidays and there's nothing I can do about it. Sorry. So I'm starting off with a super light foundation. This is MAC Face and Body, and there are lots of dupes for MAC Face and Body, like Fenty's, skin tint I want to try, the Do Your Skin. There's lots if you don't like MAC or you don't like Face and Body, because I know a lot of people hate this foundation, but I love it. And this is definitely like a skin tint kind of vibe. Like there's literally no real coverage to this, but it's just a nice base to even out the skin tone before we go in with the rest of our products. I've given myself 3 minutes, so hopefully we don't run out of time, but I'm going to use the Fenty Bright Fix Eye Brighteners. I use Honey and Deep Butter. Obviously, you don't have to use 2 shades. I just like a little bit of a brighter under eye, so I could stop here at Honey, but I'm going to add Deep Butter for a little bit of brightness. Then I'm going to go in with a cream bronzer. This is the Fenty cream bronzer, and this is a nice one because it's got a little bit of a shimmer. Like, it's like a satin finish, so it's going to look nice and light on the skin. So as you can see, that's like a super light, bronzy, nice finish, but it just sculpts the face and adds a little bit of that colour back, which we love. So I blended out the under eye concealer now, and I've just added a little bit of Fenty cream blush in Crush on Cupid. And I really like blush, but obviously you can add as little or as much blush as you want. I just feel like blush makes you look so nice and awake, and I really like to do that with a nice fluffy brush so it disperses the product out nice and evenly. And then a little bit across the nose for a little natural suntan, sunburn kind of look. I also just like to brush a little bit of that in the eyelids because I feel like it makes it more cohesive, less like blush on the cheeks, and it's just like all around the face. Now you could stop here, but I like to set my T-zone with a setting powder and then all the cream products with their corresponding powder products. So a powder blush, powder bronzer, just so everything's locked in place. So just a little bit of bronzer. And then a little bit of blusher. This is my favourite blusher in the whole wide world at the moment. This Kylie We're Going Shopping blush. So good. And again, I just kind of run that through my eyelids just to make it all cohesive. Then a little bit of highlight on the nose. Well, that's a lot of bit of highlight and blend that in, but I feel like that just makes the skin look nice and fresh. And then I just put a nice little pinky colour and a clear gloss, and you're good to go. Nice, easy and fresh.
Hey guys, today we're doing another makeup recreation talk through tutorial, so let's get started. This stunning look is what we're going to try to recreate today, and I'm going to tag the original makeup artist in the comments. I'm going to prep my eyebrows and my eyelids off camera, and I'll be right back. Okay, we're going to be extra today, and instead of using just one palette, I think we're going to use 2 palettes today to create the perfect look. Using the Michaela palette, I'm going to take the shade Massel, which is this beautiful dark blue. This is the initial placement, and I'm going super high because I want a really dramatic cut crease. Using the Stacy palette, I took the shade Blackberry and just finished outlining where the crease is going to be. I'm going to take the shades Rhody and the Best Color and blend out where the blue is. And now I have something that looks like this. Going back in with the Stacy palette, I'm going to take the shades Grape, Bloom, and Pink Lily to blend out the outside. This is what she looks like all blended out, and I'm going to use some makeup remover and Peel Bees base to cut my crease. And the crease is cut. She had a super bright pink glitter, so I'm using Peaches and Cream Pixie for my highlight. And I'm using this Shikot for Professionals pigment to do a super bright inner corner exactly like she had. Okay, this is what the beginning of the eyeliner looks like. I've taken the shades Masshole and Rhody, and I'm just going to keep using those two shades to blow out a really smoky wing. And these are what the wings look like blended out. Alright, you know the drill. It's time for lashes, face makeup, and lips, and I'll see you back here when I'm done. Alright you guys, this is the final look. I'm really happy with how it turned out. Again, props to the original artist of this makeup look, which will be in the comments. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye! I do a bit of a get ready with me, and I'm going to start by curling my hair because I have some content to film. This is the infamous Mark Hill curler, if you know, you know. Starting with some heat protectant. I'm just going to do my entire head really roughly. So now my hair looks a bit crazy, I'm going to spray my face using some vitamin E hydrating mist. Unicorn Bare Brows as always. This is so good, it keeps my eyebrows up. Going in with the Coconut Primer by Lottie London. I haven't tried this, but Sophie Floyd used it, and I will buy anything that girl tells me to. Look at the glow. I'm obsessed with carving out my brows with some concealer so they're nice and crisp. So just dragging that down onto my lids to prime. Eyes, I'm just going to do something really soft, so this is Assimilate from Milk Cosmetics. I'm just running this with a fluffy brush on the outer corner of my eye, just for a bit of definition, but we don't want too much because I'm going to be reviewing mascara, so I want to be able to see the mascara. Then Melt Harsh Stone White. This is just like a shimmery colour. I'm just going to run this on the inner half of my eye. These melt stacks are amazing, by the way, because you can like literally have so many colours all stacked up, and it's so small. I'm going to go in with the Dark Matter Black, running this along my lash line for a bit of definition. I'm also just taking this Planet Revolution colour crayon in Nude in my waterline. As you can see, this just really brightens up the eyes. I'm not going to leave it like this, don't worry. Then foundation, I'm going to go in my KVD Good Apple. This is actually one of my favourites. Don't use it how people use it on TikTok, you only need a tiny amount. The combination of these two literally makes my skin look so nice. You can still see all the glow, but it's nice and covered. To excuse the light, I'm using the KVD blush in Duality. Pulled the blinds down, I hope that helped. But yeah, this is such a gorgeous blush, it's so nice. It literally blends so easily, and look at the glow it gives. Also just a bit of cream bronzer. This is from W7. Honestly, I recommend you just get this just to sniff it. It smells incredible. A bit of concealer, Jordana Tisha powder to set and blur. Of course, we need some faux freckles. This is the Lottie London Freckle Tint. So that is the skin done. It's so nice and glowy. I'm going to go in with the Vive Rumour lip liner. I've then just gone over with Cash Beauty Blood Moon. It's like the perfect not red. Like you can wear this red every day and no one's going to think, oh my god, she's wearing red. You know? This is the finished look. I put my mascara on, took my hair down. If you want to see what mascara is, give me a follow. I'm going to be uploading the video testing it really soon. And yeah, let me know if you like Get Ready With Me.
Hello! Graphic eyeliner tutorial. Using paint because I don't have my graphic eyeliners on me. So I want this to be really shimmery and cute on a video. So I think this is what I'm going to go in with firstly. There's it focused. Oh my god. Prep my eyelids using Peel Bees base. Rumour 02. She really do be looking like a disco ball, but just trust the process. This is the shape of the shimmer we're going for. I'll do this eye and be back. Okay, I did a little some on this eye, and now I'm going to do it on this eye. Let me know what you think. Okay, somehow I got it onto this eye, and now I'm going to do the Playboy bunny on my cheek. I don't really know which way I'm going to do this, so let's just go with it. I'm definitely going to use these paints. Wait! Okay, I got my cute lashes on, or whatever. But I think I'm after changing my mind about the design I'm going to do on my face. It's a trust the process. Here's what we came up with. I need to do my lips, and we'll see. Okay, so I've added highlights. I'm going to do my lips now as well. I have the most perfect gloss. This is the finished look. I'm obsessed with it. The glitz and the glam. Thank you for watching.
Hey girls, so I always get asked to do a talk through makeup tutorials, so I thought I would do it over this one for you guys. So here I'm just using Fenty Beauty's Eavesdrop foundation. I absolutely love it. I'm in the shade 14. To cream contour, I'm using my Makeup Revolution stick in the shade 14, and then I'm just blending out my concealer with a sponge. I used Tarte today.
Now I'm setting my face. This is the Chanel powder in the shade 20. When I tell you this powder is flawless, like it is so smooth, but it's a bit more high end, so I wouldn't really use this every day, just more of like on my fancier days. Now I'm just going to go ahead and highlight my cheeks. I'm using Charlotte Tilbury Pinkgasm highlighter. I prefer liquid highlighters as opposed to powder ones, just because it gives more of like a natural glow. Okay, next I'm using my lip gloss. This is from my brand by the summer. So I created this lip gloss. As you can see, it's just this really cute sparkly baby pink, but it also plumps. I love wearing it like just on its own with a liner. And yeah, you guys, this is the finished look. I filmed this in the sunlight. I hope you love it. I'm glowing, and I'll see you in my next.
You need to try this soft glam look. I guess girly must have been living under a rock or something, because I didn't know that TikTok had 3-minute videos now. But for the sake of time, I'm still gonna try and keep it brief. So pull out your pen and paper, let's go. Okay, I just lightly baked underneath my eyes. And first thing you're gonna do is grab your crusty bronzer, right? And just put that in the crease and flick it outwards. So I've kind of concentrated it right in here and swooped it out, and then also brought it in near my tear duct. Next thing you're gonna wanna do is get a matte brown, or just a brown shadow, yeah. This is from the Soft Glam palette, and I have here just like a concealer brush, and you're gonna wanna start making a wing and kind of just packing it on there. This is one of the most important parts to me, so I like to get an angled brush and a little bit of foundation and just tilt my head back slightly and cut the liner. Now that we have the liner done, I like to use that as like a mapping out point. I'm using the BFF palette, and you want to get like a medium brown and kind of just start packing that in the outer corner. Whatever you have left over, just bring it in and kind of start carving out this part. From there, get a little bit of foundation on a concealer brush and start patting out your half cut crease. Now that our cut crease is cut creasy, take a light peach. I'm telling you, a light peach over like a bright white any day. You'll see what I'm talking about. So the peachy shade I used was called Peach from the BFF palette, and whatever's left over, just put it on the brow bone as well. Take that original brush that we had the bronzer on and just make sure this area in here is more so gradient. You're gonna want to curl your lashes and apply mascara just on top, as well as half lashes just on the ends. I think these are the Kiss My Lash But Better. I don't know the specific number. All right, here's the ticket. Nude eyeliner in the waterline just on the bottom, nothing else, and your eyes will really open up. Usually I don't mention lip products, but I just got the shade Parker in ColourPop's Lippy Sticks, and if you like MAC Velvet Teddy, buckle up. I'm just saying, it's very similar. So cute for what? Don't look at my little cowlicks. Anyways, I feel like this is good if you want to look hot, but like you're not trying too hard. Not me using the full 3 minutes when I said I wasn't going to. Bye!
Use an eyeshadow base. I'm using our base maker to pat that onto the eye and apply some tape down. First shade we're dipping into is Mousse. I'm using one of our angled brushes, and I'm just creating the shape that I want. Doesn't have to be perfect, because now we are blending this out with a pencil brush to get the edges nice and seamless. Taking the next shade, Vienna, on a small fluffy brush, I'm just running this through the edges of where we last placed the first eyeshadow. That way we just create more of a gradient. Using the same angled brush, I'm dipping into the shade Vault. This will be our darkest colour, and I'm just recreating that first line that we did. Taking the pencil brush again, we're just going to run through this very lightly. We don't want the line to disappear, but we want to soften it. Now I'm taking the shade Warrior on a fluffy brush and very, very lightly going over the blend just to introduce some warmth into the look. I then ran over the eyeshadows again with the fluffy brush we used for the shade Vienna. I took the shade Glam 28 on a small flat brush to highlight the brow bone. Next, I took the micellar foam from our Skin Essentials range on a Q-tip and just wiped away where I want to cut the crease. Now I did cut the crease off camera, but I used the P. Louise blank canvas paint to do this. I then took the shade Vault again on the angle brush and just deepened that crease colour. I picked up the shade Gold Lion on my finger and applied it to my lid directly. I then used a flat brush with the same shade just to get really close to that cut crease we created earlier. This next step is completely optional, but what I did was I applied a pigment on top of the shadow. I used Al Beauty's pigment in Gold Digger, and I used a pigment primer and just applied that all over the lid.
So guys, I decided to show you guys my makeup routine because everybody always asks. I've done my brows already because I have videos on my brows. Yeah, just doing my foundation. These are the places I put concealer, and I'm just going to blend my contour out. I'm in a rush, so yeah. Then I'm going to use like to smooth under my eye, if you can see that. Then I just contour. Then I do my blush, which you guys always ask is Makeup Revolution, the Patricia Bright one. I line my lips off camera. Okay, so I got a few lippies that I gotta do fast. I got In the Nude in Undressed. I hit that first. Then In the Nude Birthday Suit. Then the new Maybelline gloss in Amber, just on top like that. Hang. And then voila, this is my makeup. Hope you enjoyed.
I had my first ever beauty event in London, so let's get ready together. Whack on some SPF because it's going to be a long day. I'm using the Bondi Sands one because you go so glowy. I stuck my brows down with the Beauty Crop BFF brow gel and pear soap because I've got to do my makeup for all day till like 10 o'clock tonight, so I need them to last. I'm just adding the Refi pencil to just like darken up and add some detail into my brows. I'm just priming my entire face with the Bobbi Brown Face Base. Then going in with Fenty True Matte Pro Filter in like all my textured areas and just buffing that out so it's nice and smooth. Going in with NARS Natural Radiant in the shade Punjab, and I'm using tiny amounts because I don't want to be cakey at all because that's when it'll like separate and go weird throughout the day. Now just applying an old favourite, the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer but as a contour, so I'm just applying it really high so we look really snatched. And I'm just going to buff that out with a fluffy, I think this is an e.l.f. brush. I'm going to try something different today. I'm going to try applying my cream blush before we do concealer. So I've just got some on the end of my sponge and we're just going to begin to bounce it in. And we're going to bathe in it, so other cheek, nose, chin, forehead. I've gone in with the Morphe concealer and now I'm just popping on a bit of Infallible just to light it up a little bit. Then we're just going to buff it out and keep it in the sections where we've applied so we look lifted. So it actually works really well, I really like it. I've just gone in with the Patrick Ta Milky Mist. This is a lifesaver to spray over your face after your creams and then just buff everything together. It makes you look flawless. Just setting my under eye with the Laura Mercier Translucent. Pulling a funny face to get all in them cracks so we don't crease. Guys, this is how good these base products are, and the Milky Mist. I have no highlighter on and look at the glow. Just brushing over these areas with the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Powder so we just look a bit more airbrushed and smooth. Taking the Charlotte Tilbury Film Star Bronze and just contouring everywhere. It's a nice, cool, but still like warmy, bronzy contour shade. It looks beautiful. Taking my favourite ever matte blush, the Beauty Crop Cocoa Rose Palette, and just popping that everywhere. Even with blush, always blend up so then you're not like dragging your face down. Applying the Refi Body Gloss because it's my favourite thing in the world. It's like not a highlighter, it's like a gloss for your skin. It makes it look like skin again. Gorgeous. Colourpop BFF Lippy Pencil and Doll Beauty She's Nude Lipstick. I did some Charlotte Tilbury setting spray and off I go.